You are now tuned into Real Rap with Sherene. We have artist Judah Morrison with us today. Thank you for coming through, Judah.
Appreciate you for having me.
Tell us, where does the name Judah Morrison come from?
The Morrison came from one of my favorite artists, Jim Morrison, lead singer from the group The Doors, 60s rock group. The Judah just came from the 12 tribes of Israel, just on like some Bible shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's a minister, so that's where that kind of came from. So just kind of put the two together.
If you had to classify your music into a group or a category, what would you classify it as?
I'd probably say experimental. For real. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a crossover of a little everything, basically?
Yeah, it's more thought music. It's more emotional. It's a lot of different emotions going on with the music, with the lyrics and stuff. So I'd probably say experimental for real, because it's more of a vibey type, you know what I'm saying, sound.
What if someone wanted to find you and your music? Where can they find you at?
Bandcamp, Judah Morrison on Bandcamp. That's mostly where most of my catalog is. I'm independent, so you know, that's more of my that's my battleground, Bandcamp, for real. So you know, that's where you can find most of my catalog at. I have a couple joints on YouTube, but if you're looking for more of my complete sound, complete as an album, Bandcamp, Judah Morrison at Bandcamp.
What is your favorite song that you've created thus far? Like, if I was someone and I was interested in Judah Morrison, what is the song that you would recommend me listen to?
Wow. Probably Couple Gold on our first mixtape, 8 Days.
8 Days.
Yeah, probably Couple Gold.
When did you get the first notion that you should start rapping?
Probably after I listened to Revenge of the Nerds. Lupe, one of Lupe's Fiasco's earlier mixtapes. That's probably when I got the notion, like, yo, I probably want to try to dabble with the rap stuff. Cause before then, I really wasn't into it for real. I listened to like certain artists, but I was more into alternative for real.
What artist inspires you, or what artist, should I say, do you think you sound the most like? Like,
it's an artist from LA. He's not really big, but if I had to compare myself to anybody, I'd probably say the artist Blue out of LA.
Artist Blue.
Yeah.
What do you think, as far as the current state of hip-hop, do you think that you fit in, or are you kind of just outside of what's popular right now?
I don't think you should really create for a certain time. You know, I think you should just do what you feel, and if it sounds good, then you know, you should share it with the world, or you know, you should just create to the best of your ability until it feels good to put it out. And if it's good, then it'll remain throughout time period, you know, whether it's 1,000 years or 1,000,000 years from now. You know, like nobody will ever forget Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will ever forget what Jim Morrison gave to rock music in the 60s, or Janis Joplin, or Hendrix, or the Turtles, or the Beatles, or any of these artists that were just so monumental in creating the sound that we're able to manipulate into making beats and call it hip hop now. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should just create because you just love to create, and not worry about if it's for a certain time. Like when it's meant to hear, it'll be heard, and people will love it if it's good. That's it.
So, if you were to make it, would you leave where you're at now, or would you stay? Would you want to? Because you don't stay in Birmingham. Where do you stay now?
I stay in Orange Park, Florida right now.
Okay. So would you leave Orange Park, or would you move somewhere else?
We'll let God decide. We'll let God figure out where we going next.
Okay. So, as far as music, you know what I'm saying, who do you listen to daily? And why?
Who do I listen to daily? I probably don't listen to rap music daily. I probably listen to beats more than anything. So I probably say, out of everybody, I probably listen to Mad Lib like 99% of the time. All the time. I probably listen to Mad Lib. Or anybody that's on Stone's Throw, period. Like, Oh No, his little brother. Mayor Hawthorne. A lot of different cats, man. That's coming up on the Peanut Butter Wolf. So, I probably listen to beats more than anything. I don't really listen to a lot of words on beats, unless it's Detroit rappers lately, like as of the last probably like 4 or 5 months. I've been kind of like really digging into the Detroit culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dope cats out there.
So I know you don't stay in Birmingham but where are you originally from?
Bessemer, Alabama. Raymond Heights.
Okay. Yep. So if you could work with anybody out of Bessemer or Birmingham, if you could work with one artist, who would it be?
If I could work with anybody out of Bessemer or Birmingham?
Bessemer or Birmingham.
One artist.
Just one.
That I ain't work with.
Yeah.
Probably Farragamo Frost. Yeah, for sure. Frost, that boy hard.
Farragamo Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody in Birmingham or Bessemer or basically in the state of Alabama that you would like to, you know what I'm saying, work with as far as a beat producer, or you know, who do you think has the best beats?
Shawty J.
Shawty J. You were actually in a group, I don't know if it was a group or it was a label, Class of 88. Are you still currently Class of 88?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you see your rap career in 5 years from now?
I don't know, honestly. Hopefully I won't even be rapping in 5 years. Hopefully I won't even be rapping in the next 2 years.
So you don't really see yourself in it for the long haul. You'd like to do something else.
Yeah, I think I'm getting to the end of rap where I just want to kind of build into something else. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. I still want to dabble in music, but I don't want to make albums. You know what I'm saying? Probably in the next maybe 2 years or whatever. Maybe, shorter than that. I probably got maybe one left in me. Maybe one or two good ones.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, exactly how many albums do you have as far as body of work wise?
I don't even know. I can't even say. Just like roughly, I don't know, 20, 30, maybe 20 or 30, something like that.
20 or 30 actual albums.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe more.
More than that.
Maybe more. Yeah, it may be more. Like we was rapping a lot back then, back in the G. Yeah, we was rapping a lot.
Wow. What is the most memorable memory you have to date as far as actual recording wise?
Recording wise, I don't know if I have a spec. Every time we record, it's more than likely in a different space or a different spot or something like that, because at the time it was kind of like a move around situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, every album is gonna be different and feel different because we were in different spaces at those particular times, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it just depends on what tape you listening to. Like, a lot of people like this certain tape because we were at this particular time at this particular moment. Like, everybody was good, everybody had this. Mm-hmm. But as time goes on and you start to have kids and life hits, yeah, and different things happen and shit, and then people want to go back to this particular moment, that album feels good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're still recording and you're still growing as an artist, you're still recording, but you don't still have that same moment. So the music isn't as entertaining as that moment. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends, for real. It just.
How long does it take you to make each album?
It really depends on the tape, for real. Some tapes are quick. Some tapes feel good. You can do a tape in a night.
A whole tape in one night?
Yeah. You can do a tape in a night. You start about 8, 9 in the morning, and you just put pressure and just work all throughout the day. Maybe by 3, 4 in the morning, next day, you got a tape. You got 7, 8 songs. If the vibe is good,
right,
then you got a consistent tape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a dope EP that you probably can put out in the next whatever, just once you start going through the songs and taking the bad stuff out, adding good stuff in. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But yeah, you can make a tape really quick. A classic tape, it's really not a time limit on it. That's more of a universal thing. That's more of the music gods, you know what I'm saying, kind of bring shit out of you and do different shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's really no time limit on making any kind of tape. You can make a tape in 10 minutes and put a bunch of bullshit around it. Yeah. Or it could take 2 years or 10 years. Like a J Electronica or a Dr. Dre that still haven't given you a
full album.
Yeah, so it just depends.
When you are recording, when Judah Morrison records, what are the aids that you need to record? You know, certain rappers need a double cup, certain rappers need this, certain rappers need that. What is it that you need when you record?
Silence and ideas. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. It's real, but I ain't gonna stunt. It's real hard to record sober. But if I have a bunch of good ideas, then it kind of make the time go by. You know what I'm saying? But I rarely record sober.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I got you. Growing up in Bessemer, tell us a little bit about that.
It was okay. The late 80s were cool, blurry. The 90s were dope. 90s were super dope. Yeah. 90s was super dope.
Super dope. Throughout the years, people that you did record with, you know what I'm saying, who was your favorite feature to date?
Probably Vasco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Vasco.
Now, can you give us 16 bars from something new, something old, don't matter?
No.
You can't rap?
Nope.
You don't know any of your lyrics?
No, I do.
You do? You just don't want to rap?
Yeah, I just don't.
You just don't?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do you want your music to say? Like what type of legacy are you trying to leave behind? I know you said you're gonna stop rapping within the next couple of years.
It's just there for people to make their own decision about it. You know what I'm saying? It's honest.
So it's who you are.
Yeah, it's just honest music. You know. So.
Do you think that religion has anything to do, has shaped anything that you've done as far as music? Like, is there anything?
No, I don't think religion has shaped anything that has to do with anything that I've done musically. No.
I know you said your mother's a preacher.
Alright.
So you don't. That's outside of music.
Yeah.
No influence.
No.
Gotcha. So what if someone were watching, let's say somebody younger that wanted to get into rapping, were watching right now, what would you tell them?
Learn the music business. That's it. That's all I tell them. Learn the music business.
Before you get started?
Yeah. Definitely learn that. Because, you know, that's all it is at the end of the day. It's a business. You know, a lot of people think that it's just recording in $1 million. That's not. That's fake.
Right. Do you see yourself transitioning after you stop rapping into maybe like acting or maybe having your own clothing line? I know a lot of rappers do that. Or sneaker business, sneaker line.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, this has been another episode of Real Rap with Sherene. If you want to listen to some of Judah Morrison's albums, you can find them on Bandcamp. And what about as far as social media wise? How can someone follow you or?
Facebook.com/Pluto Judah.
Okay. Are you on IG, Twitter?
My IG is @JudahMorrison.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you for coming through, Judah.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.